If your inner world does not align to your outer world, you will have what it should look like, an ideal life. Okay, so anyone looking in is going to say, this is an ideal life, but yet it doesn't feel like it. It always feels like you're seeking more, like it's not quite there yet. You're not feeling that satisfaction and fulfillment that everybody else around you thinks you're having. But you know that you are not. And I know this because I was that person myself. And what I learned from that is that I had it backwards. That it wasn't about what I created in the outer world. It was about, was I in alignment to my true essence in my inner world? I'm now a neuroscience grad candidate, a hypnotherapist, and I work every single day with women who are going through a transition in their life, and they are tired of feeling stuck, and they get the blueprint, the guidance, and the coaching to not get stuck again, to be able to create their ideal lives, because they're tired. They're tired of having tried it all, and now they want more flow and at ease. So I work with women just like that, and I was that woman myself. Here are the 3 realizations that started to finally get me in alignment, so that from the inner world, I was creating through me an outer world that actually felt satisfying and in alignment to who I was. 1 was remembering that I'm not my body and that I'm not my mind, that I am spiritual essence, that I am part of the greater consciousness. The second thing was remembering that life is about perception. So I had to work with my inner perception to be able to create my outer world in a way that felt in alignment. And the third thing was that thoughts create. At the time, my thoughts were always in the more, in the this is not enough, and the things I need to achieve to get. I had every single certification you could possibly get. For some of you, that's going to look like every single degree you could possibly get, and I have those too. I was doing all the things, but my thoughts were always racing towards a direction that was not creating within myself the life that I desired. And I see it all the time with my clients. Is that realization that we are not our thoughts, not even, all of our thoughts aren't even ours. And how do we align our thoughts to our spiritual essence so that we control our mind with our spirit versus allowing our brains and our minds to just go in whatever pattern that was created for us as we were growing up? When I put those things together is when I was finally able to start to get in alignment to who am I? Like, who am I? Who's that higher version of myself versus the version of me that was carrying all of the layers from the things and the patterns that I had took on growing up and in adolescence years and young adulthood. Who am I? In my true essence, in my highest self, who am I? Starting from there is where I then started to reorganize my life to actually get it in alignment to who I authentically am. And this is the kind of work that a lot of women in my community are doing. When you do that work, your relationship dynamics change, your work dynamics change, your personal life changes, how you wake up in the morning changes, your friendships change, everything like reorganizes to get into the frequency, into that alignment of your true essence. From that place, you just keep going. You just keep elevating. It doesn't mean you don't have ebbs and flow. Those come with life. Life is the journey. But even those ebbs, start to serve a purpose. They tell you what you need. It doesn't become a deep low. It becomes an ebb of redirection. And you give yourself what you need, and then you go back into your flow. So that instead of people looking into your life and going, you should feel amazing, and you going, not yet. you now can say to yourself and to them, it is amazing. It is amazing because it's all happening through me with ease and flow versus I'm trying really hard to get that ease and flow inside. Because you are majestic. You're more powerful than you realize. When you tap into that, it all comes into alignment.